Hey everyone, welcome back to SoloLearn. I today am going to be showing you the website, the beginning of the website, SoloLearn. SoloLearn.com. I will put the link in the description so you can look at it yourself, but this is a video where we are going to be going through it together, so if you even want to have a tab up in the background while watching this video, you go and do that. That sounds like a cool plan. Do what you want to do. So, right here, it says welcome to C#. C# is an object-oriented language, which I prefer. I like that it's object-oriented. It makes me more comfortable. I think it's more fun that way. That's one thing that I really liked about JavaScript, even though I don't know much about JavaScript. I did it for like a month and a half learning it, and that was pretty fun. I wanted to move on to C# though when I found out that it's very object-oriented. It enables developers to build a variety of applications that run on the .NET framework. You can use it to create Windows applications, mobile applications, video games, and a lot more stuff. It's used on Unity. So here we are. Welcome to C#. C# applications run using, there's this option, Java, on the .NET framework, and only on Linux. So, they didn't say anything about Linux. They didn't say anything about Java. So, I think what makes sense is picking this one. Yeah. The .NET framework consists of the Common Language Runtime and the .NET Framework class library. This is the foundation of the .NET framework. It manages code at execution time, providing core services such as memory management, code accuracy, and many other aspects of your code. The class library is a collection of classes, and if that wasn't clear enough in the name, interfaces and value types that enable you to accomplish a range of common programming tasks, such as data collection, file access, and working with text, which is not part of the .NET framework. I didn't read anything about operation system in that. The other ones check out. Like, that makes the most sense, that because these two were talked about. Well done. Wonderful. So when we're going through this, I think it would be a really cool idea for you to try it out yourself, to pause the video before I answer the questions. I might even get it wrong at first. But yes, I think it would be a good idea to do that. Variables. Programs typically use data to perform tasks. Creating a variable reserves a memory location or a space in memory for storing values. It is called a variable because the information stored in that location can be changed when the program is running. To use a variable, it must first be declared by specifying the name and the data type. It's also called an identifier. It can contain letters, numbers, and the underscore character. And it must start with a letter or underscore. It cannot start with a number. Although the name of a variable can be any set of letters and numbers, the best identifier is descriptive of the data it will contain. This is very important in order to create clear, understandable, and readable code. Variables. So, which is a class? Which is a valid C# variable name? 1*, bad var, and person name. With these hashtags around it. I don't know. I'm gonna say bad var because that makes sense to me. A data type defines the information that can be stored in a variable, the size of needed memory, and the operations that can be performed with the variable. For example, to store an integer value, a whole number, in a variable, use the int keyword. Integer my age. The code above declares a variable named my age of type integer. A line of code that completes an action is called a statement. Each statement in C# must end with a semicolon, as you can see right here. That is a semicolon if you didn't know. I don't care if you didn't know. Some people don't know things. That you can assign the value of a variable when you declare it. Or later in your code, remember that you need to declare the variable before using it. The code above declares a variable named my age of type integer. It is declaring it. That's how you declare it. Remember that you need to declare the variable before using it. Fill in the blanks to declare a variable named num of type integer and assign 42 to it. Alright. Well done. Built-in data types. There are a number of built-in data types in C#. The most common are int as an integer, float, floating point number, double precision version of float. Double precision version of float. So it's a version of float. Char, a single character. Bool, a boolean that can have only one of two values, true or false. A string, a sequence of characters. The statements below use C# data types. You see that. Drag and drop the correct data types from the options below. Okay. So, I'm going to continue this lesson right here in the next video.